During World War II, the U.S. Army put Dr. Seuss to work writing a cartoon series named after a swear word, and in many of the shorts, the hero dies. This was 1943. Theodor Geisel had already published a few children's books, but that year the Army made him a captain and put him in a Hollywood film unit with one job: keep soldiers awake. The Army had a problem. Training films were boring. Soldiers fell asleep through lectures about security, hygiene, and male censorship. The brass needed a way to make the rules stick, so the Army did something odd. It shipped the job to Hollywood, to the same animators who were making Bugs Bunny. The plan was simple: make soldiers laugh, and they might actually remember how not to get killed. Out of that came a star: Private Snafu, a lazy, loudmouthed GI who did everything wrong. His name was the punchline. Snafu was Army slang for situation normal all fouled up, though soldiers used a rougher word. The formula never changed. Each short taught one lesson, and Snafu learned it the hard way. He ignored the rule, and the rule killed him. He got shot, blown up, frozen, or worse, because the Army believed a dead cartoon soldier taught more than a live one talking. The team behind Snafu was absurdly overqualified. The shorts were drawn by Chuck Jones and Friz Freleng, the men shaping Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck, and voiced by Mel Blanc, the man of 1,000 Looney Tunes voices. These were the best animators in America, drawing for the war. And because the audience was adult, the cartoons were too. Snafu chased pinup girls, the scripts cracked jokes the production code would never allow, and the violence was genuinely grim. This was not Saturday morning. It was a lecture disguised as a party. Civilians never saw any of it. The Snafu shorts ran inside the Army-Navy Screen magazine, a film reel screened only for troops. A child in Ohio could watch Bugs Bunny, but had no idea that the same hands were drawing a swearing, dying soldier. Take the short called Spies. Snafu gets a letter warning him to keep his mouth shut. Instead, he brags to everyone around him. Enemy agents in disguise quietly take notes, and by the final frame, his loose lips have gotten him killed. Snafu starred in nearly 30 shorts between 1943 and 1945, each one a few minutes long, each one more chance for him to fail. Dr. Seuss and a small team of writers, including future children's author Phil Eastman, turned out scripts on a war schedule. The strange part is the contrast. The same mind that would later teach generations of children to read was, in his late 30s, writing a character who drinks, chases women, and dies for being stupid. Snafu was the anti-Cat in the Hat. Because the Army paid for them, the Snafu films were never copyrighted. They were government work, which means today they belong to everyone. The cartoons the Army once hid from civilians are sitting free on the Internet Archive for any child or adult to watch now. Snafu also proved a point that outlived the war. A few jokes and a memorable character could teach a lesson faster than any lecture. The bumbling private who refuses to listen became a template. And you can still spot his descendants in almost every training film made since. Want to see the cartoon Dr. Seuss could not show you as a kid? Dive into the full series on the Internet Archive and follow the Real Vault for more public domain films with a secret buried inside.